Music. So there was a few albums out in 2016.
There was.
Music came out. Music was listened to. It was consumed.
It was. I did a top 100, but we're gonna do a top 5 today.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
There was a lot. I had a lot of favorites.
I've done my top 100 of all time.
I do a top 100 every year.
I don't listen to that much music.
Every year.
Yeah, every year.
I don't like new music. It's hard for me to try and get into new music. I'm real
Old
stuck in my
man
ways.
yells at cloud.
Yeah, I'm stuck in my ways. That said, I have got 5 tops and 2 honorable mentions to throw in the mix.
Alright.
Starting with...
Yeah, I also have the same amount.
Blink182 California is number 5.
Yep, good fun.
Now, that was a fun album. What do you like it? You're a Blink fan. Did you like it? No, shut up.
Didn't like it. The best way to describe it is fun.
It's fun.
I didn't want to listen to it because Tom wasn't on
Yeah,
it.
same. I'm Team
And
Tom
then-
all the way.
And then you showed it to me in the car.
Yeah.
And like, this is actually alright.
Yeah, no, it's... I reckon the saving point of that album is you listen to it and you're like, it's fine. Then you get to Kings of the Weekend, and that song has got one of the best Blink-182 choruses ever.
I like the first track. The 2-minute intro.
Oh, yeah, I love how he f***ed up his drum fill,
Cynical.
and then you can hear it.
Ah!
It's so good.
What's that one where they listen to The Cure in the parking lot?
Oh, San Diego.
Favorite song. Yeah.
Yeah, San Diego is really good. Los Angeles, I know... Oh, yeah, you said that last week.
My girlfriend doesn't like that song, but I think it's alright.
Oh, it's fine.
Like, she hates
It's kind of the dark song on that album, which I like.
I hate the beginning, but the rest of it's good.
Yeah. It's really, really, really fun album. I enjoy the hell out of it. The song California is really good too. The one about the pool. Wanna see some naked dudes build this pool.
Yeah.
It's like the melody is so infectious.
It goes
and
for
that's
like
the whole
15
song.
seconds.
It's just full of good melodies. It feels like a Blink album more so than Neighborhoods did. And
Neighborhoods was just Angels and Airwaves.
Yeah.
Featuring
featuring Plus 44.
Yeah.
Like, I felt Neighborhoods was trying to be both those bands, where this was like, no, we're Blink, we're a separate entity, let's just have fun. And they did. And I liked it. Number 5.
Right, my number 5 is Skeleton Tree by Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. The circumstances surrounding that album are, like, super sad, but...
Didn't his son die?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, it's real... It's hard to talk about it, like, talk about that album without talking about what happened to that family, but... Yeah, objectively, like the music and just the atmospheres that it creates, and like the album as a whole, it's just a perfect entity. Like just the way that it flows, and yeah, the melodies, or it's like poetry over mood music, but also he sings. It's hard to describe it without talking about it subjectively, like about the lyrics and things like that, but yeah, I love it, and I've listened to it so many times. And the title track, Skeleton Tree, is the last song on it, and it's probably my favorite on the album.
I like it when a good title track's actually good.
Yeah.
It's nothing worse when you get to the title track and you're like, you named your record
Like,
off there.
this is the one,
and
it better be good.
Blows.
Yeah.
Trying to think of an example right now off the top of my head, and I can't. And it's annoying me, but I know they're out there. I know there's
Trust
a bunch.
me, there's some. So yeah. Sorry to start my list off on a bummer, but it's a damn good album.
That's okay.
Yeah. Alright, what was your number 4?
My 4th favourite was Meshuggah, The Violent Sleep of Reason.
Yes.
So tough. The Meshuggah album's sick. Like, there's a couple of mad songs on there, like Clockwork's the first song, just rips in.
God, what's that one? I know we did this
I've got
little
it.
thing
No,
last
I've got
time.
it. I've got it
That's
up.
the one where it's like...
I think it might be... It might... I think so. I couldn't tell you for sure.
You know the one.
But there's bunch. Like, Ivory Tower is probably my favourite. It's just got this riff on there that, like... I had to write a review for it for AAA Backstage, and I described the intro riff as if you were running down the steps of, like, a tower. And I kind of... It was real cheesy. Like, I had, like, a metaphor and the actual title, and I tried to really hard to click them in together, but it worked. But yeah, Ivory Tower, good song. Into Decay is a good song also. That's the last track.
Last song? Yeah.
Oh, it's so heavy. Like, it's like they just kind of went, alright, this album's heavy. Let's make it heavier. And then they just, like,
crush it at the end.
They just crush you with it. It's so tough. Yeah, it's really good.
It's mad.
I highly recommend it. It's a great album.
All of, like, the 2 records that you've mentioned so far are on my top 100. So, they're real good. And it's good that you like them.
Okay.
Alright, we're doing my number 4.
I'm sorry, I just don't care about your top
Hey,
100. It's too big.
It's great.
All right. Anyway,
My
your
number 4 is Immortalized in Suffering by Suicide.
That's such a cool band name.
It's so good. Yeah, it's
I like the way it's spelt.
sewer, like the sewer, like where poo goes, and then side, like suicide. It's like I'm gonna kill myself.
The Flannel
in the
Brothers,
sewer.
a children's show.
Yeah, we're for the children. Yeah, it is like it's like when you poo out of your bum. Anyway,
Oh,
it's
God.
I got it on tape from Unspeakable Acts Records. I think they're in America or somewhere. I don't know. I paid a lot for it.
Are they from Australia?
Yeah, Suicide are an Australian band. They're from Melbourne.
Cool.
Yeah, it's just straight up 80s death metal worship. 80s and 90s death metal. That's all I can say about it, really. It's just riff after riff. Just fast. That's it.
Cool.
It's a good time. So yeah, that's my number 4.
Number 3 for me is After the Burial, Dig Deep. Now, like yours, the Nick Cave one, this one's pretty sad too. Because
Oh, yeah.
the guitarist killed himself. Like, just before they recorded it. He kind of went crazy, made posts on Facebook about how the government's after him. And
I remember that.
yeah, he just kind of went skits. And it was sad for me because we met them, because our band played with them. And
I was there.
Yeah, and he was such a nice guy. Like, he was odd, but nice. And the whole band were legends. And when that happened, I got real bummed out. And then they released this album, and reading about it, most of the riffs were taken from his computer, like his riff bank. And that kind of, it's a nice thing. Like, you're listening to it, and you're like, he died, and that sucks, but this album's kind of like a tribute to him. It used music that he still wrote for the band. And whether they were complete songs or just pieces, they made a really, really good album out of it. It's probably their best album. It's got a ton of variety. Like, they're like a gent band, but I've always found they're kind of like Born of Osiris, where they've got enough variety, so you not just feel like you're listening to the same.
That was the same show.
Yeah, it was the same show,
Same
actually.
The
Same
Born
tour.
of Osiris show.
You're not listening to just that clicky kind of guitar all the time. Like, there's enough in there to go, this is a well thought out album.
Cool.
And this album by them is really, really good. And
I haven't sussed it.
I highly recommend
I
it.
don't think I've listened to anything by them except for whatever they were touring on when I saw them.
Oh, yeah. No, that album that they toured I liked it a lot, but this one is much better. And that's it. That was really sad that he died, but it's a great album.
That's a
On to
bummer.
you.
Alright. Alright, now that we got the sad stuff out of the way, because the rest of your list is pretty bopping,
Yeah, we're
isn't
good.
it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
we're
good.
good. Alright. My number 3 favourite album of the year is I Hate Myself and I Want to Live by No Anchor. That's
such a cool
It's
album
coming
title.
out officially next year, but this was like...
You mean this year?
I mean this year,
17.
2018. No, 2017. So it's coming out proper next year. But this was they did a tour in October with Clowns, so it was just a little 3-date tour. Yeah, just the soft launch of the album, and I love this band. They're from Brisbane, just like a sludge metal trio. But now they've got a lot more melody in their music, especially on this album. And yeah, this tape was limited to 50 copies, so it's on tape. Except it's not on tape. It's on USB.
Oh my goodness!
Bang! So yeah, they've just got the WAV files on there. Just plug it in, and there you go. So this is not a
Can
functional.
you just easily rip them?
They're just the files. You just take them. Yeah, you can. All right.
Yoink!
Anyway, yeah. So I love that album. I've listened to it like at least 50 times, I would say. And I'm very excited for the LP release because I have all their other... I've got, like... They're one of the few bands that I have literally every piece of merchandise they've ever released.
Wow.
Except for, like, one shirt, which is because it sold out in my size.
That was you for like our band for a while.
Yeah. It still is.
You got all our shirts.
Oh, no, not the shirts. No. But I had everything.
Well
I
then.
got all the other stuff. So, yeah, that's my number 3. What's your number 3?
My number 3. Oh, hang on. I'm stealing No Anchor's stuff. Number 2 for me, The Naked and Famous, Simple Forms. Yeah, band from New Zealand, so you...
New Zealand.
New Zealand.
The Naked and Famous... Oh, you can't. It doesn't have the... Naked and Famous, bro.
They've got the sound that they established on their first album, and they kind of abandoned it on their second one. It's still good, but it's just not as prominent. And it's like they went to this album and they're like, you know what? Everyone really likes that kind of shimmeriness. Let's just stuff it full of that iconic sound and make a fun record, and it is.
It's kind of like shoegaze pop-y kind
yes,
of sounding. It's just
sorta. It's not
real glistening.
It's glistening. It's not shoegazy, but it's got brightness and it's more happy.
I like it. That's nice.
It's good. I reckon you'd like it a lot. It's really good. They got a song on there.
I've literally never heard of that band.
The title track, Simple Forms, is really damn good.
So the album's Simple Forms?
Simple Forms.
Okay, cool.
And yeah, that's number 2 for me.
Cool. Alright, my number 2 is... I don't have any physical of it because it's not released physical yet. It's The Life of Pablo by Kanye West. Bleh. Nah, look, I wouldn't call my... I'm not a hip-hop aficionado at all, but I love Kanye West. Like, he's a massive tool, but the music that he produces is really good. And this album is really good.
Thanks for that.
You're welcome. Yeah, the vibe on The Life of Pablo is so good. It's like just non-stop bangers. It opens with it's like a 5-minute gospel song, and then it kicks into Father Stretch My Hands, part 1 and part 2. And, oh man, it's so poppin'. It's so good. It's just a damn good album. That's
Cool, man. I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, I'm not going to convince anyone to listen to it, but you should listen to it because it's great.
Okay.
Give it a once through.
All right, I'll do that for you.
You won't.
One day. I won't. Number 1, the numero uno is Trophy Eyes, Chemical Miracle. An album I did not care about this band. I saw their name on posters all the time for tours around Australia, and I was just like, whatever. They're a band. People seem to like them. I used to play in The Comfort, which is a Brisbane band that Marcus is in.
That's you.
And we supported them, and I was like, yeah, this is fine. But then this album came out. They released a single called Chlorine, and I was just like, whoa, I need to pay attention to this band. They're awesome. And the album is sick. I gave it 5 out of 5 in my review with AAA Backstage for it. And it's just a banger. Like, almost every song is perfect, in my opinion. It's so good. For that kind of aggressive... Yeah, Jesus Christ!
My number 1, I'll just grab it. It's
Jeez.
Terminal Redux by Vector.
Bang.
It's sci-fi, thrash metal, prog. It's incredible.
Never heard of it,
It's
but it sounds
a
cool.
huge, sprawling sci-fi story about a guy who finds the key to immortality, and then he goes mental, and there's this disease going around the galaxy, and then he loses his immortality or something. I don't know. It's hard to follow because his voice sounds like just. Whew, it's like. I can't do it, and I whatever it's it's like that. It's like. I can't do it. But yeah, props to the singer of this band because he does a hell of a job with those vocals. It's like sandpaper. It's just. It really hurts my neck.
Stop doing it!
Anyway.
Wow, good on you, man.
It's bloody good. It's a damn good album.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
It's
one
a
day.
real good time. Yeah. So that's that's my number 1. What are your honorable mentions?
2 honorable mentions. I have my favorite band, Killswitch Engage, with their album this year, Incarnate. They're my favorite band, but they're not doing too good lately. They haven't been releasing great bangers.
Sorry, I'm just massaging my face.
But yeah, it's got a couple of good tracks, but overall it's not amazing. But being my favorite band, I kind of forgive it for not being perfect, and it's good. Second of all, Korn, Serenity of Suffering, great album.
Yes,
it's real return
really
to form for them, I reckon. It's got some mad kind of Untouchables era drops. It's got some scat. It's got some big
solid.
choruses, like is what they've been doing.
I slept on it because I was like, I'm not
good.
ready to listen to Korn again because
Yeah.
the Paradigm Shift was okay.
It was okay.
And then this one, the cover was awful.
Oh, the album
Terrible
cover is
album
so
art.
bad.
So I was like, nah. And then I listened to it after I did my top 100. So I was just ready to leave it out. And then, yeah, I sussed it about a month ago. I was like, it's really good.
It is really good.
Yeah, so, yeah, that's a good album.
Yeah. So that's my honorable mentions. What are yours?
My honorable mentions, number 1 is The Moon-Shaped Pool by Radiohead. It's everything that you need out of a Radiohead album. in 2016. Like, they used to be all about the riffs, like OK Computer era, and then Kid A was just cool electronica stuff and things like that. And yeah, I mean, it's just a real moody album. It's cool. It's cool.
I
It's
wasn't
nice.
listening to a thing you just said. I was just looking at you, and I was just thinking my own thing.
That's great. It's real great to hear. My second one is We Won't Let You Sleep by Dead. Again, this is a soft launch for the album because it's coming out on LP next year. And yeah, funnily enough, this came out on my record label. So I was very grateful to work with the band.
Self-plug.
Yeah, self-plug. I don't care. It's a great album, and it's like I just so happen to be involved in the production of this merchandise.
It's our channel. We can do whatever we want.
So it's limited to 88 copies worldwide. Come with a download code. So yeah,
Nice.
it's just real good. Sludge, punk, alt rock, metal. What? I don't know. It's hard to pinhole them, but yeah, it's drum and bass. But like not like doof drum. It's like there's a drum kit and a bass guitar,
Cool.
and they're real good dudes too. So
Good dudes, but.
what?
You know when people are like,
Is that
I don't like their music, but they're good dudes, but.
No.
Oh, that's a thing. Anyway, so that's it. That's our top 5. That wraps up today's episode. So thank you for joining us on the 3rd ever Flannel Brothers show. If you enjoyed our content, hit like and subscribe. If you didn't enjoy our content, hit subscribe anyway.
And the bell, ring a ding ding.
Yeah, make people think we're
Ring our
more
bells.
popular than we actually are. So
Isn't ringing your bell like? Isn't that when you get knocked out?
can you stop?
I'm sorry.
Trying to wrap this. See you
Sorry,
later.
I zoned out while you were talking.
Solid burn.
Blank.
Hey you, thanks for tuning into our video. Make sure you click one of these links so you can see more. And I'll see you next time.
Oh yeah, I'll be there. I'll see you as well with my eyes, watching always.